Hi! Thanks for tuning in to my handmade mask tutorial brought to you with the Temecula Women's Business Connection. I'm using 100% tightly woven cotton and I prefer contrasting colors and prints. Have fun with your selection. These masks are 10 inches wide and 7 inches in length with 1/4 inch black elastic. The elastics are 5 to 6 inches long. The masks are also designed to be wider and longer for better coverage. Let's begin. This is the list of the items we need and the step-by-step outline of the next video. Start by cutting 2 pieces of 10 by 7 inch fabrics. We'll be working with this beautiful stripe fabric and a polka dotted one. First, fold them lengthwise and we will sew an inch or 2 in the middle. When your material is folded, you just have to look for somewhere in the middle. You don't have to be precise. But I have a guide on my sewing machine. So where it ends, where it stops, the middle stops. That's my middle. You can use a marker to mark that so that it'll be easier for you to find the middle of your fabric all the time. But the important part of this is you have to backstitch. Don't forget to backstitch to stabilize that opening for the front. And then you do this 4 times on all the 4 sides, on all the 4 sides of the fabric. It's just very easy. And start cutting. And then I'm just gonna show with a ruler. So I'm somewhere between 1.5 and 2. And same thing on the other side. Between 1.5 and 2. And then moving on to the next material, this green this stripe fabric is so beautiful. I love it. There you go. And then you stitch another 1 inch, between 1 inch to 2 inches. And the last part, last one. I wanted to edit this, but I'm not very good at editing yet. So bear with me. There you go. And that's the last of it. All the 4 sides, the 4 ends are already sewn in. Showing you guys the measurement. Firmly, you don't have to be precise. Just somewhere around 1 to 2 inches. Next is we're gonna put the 2 fabrics together. And what you want to do is to open up the fabric and put it somewhere in the middle with the opening in the middle, and like put the pleats somewhere in the middle as well. I am not very precise with these things. I can make them in like I can make like 3 in 10 minutes. I've been making a lot. And then put the 2 face fabrics, the right side of the fabric together. Like make adjustments, make put it as centered as you can, like both sides of the material, so that when you sew them, you're still aligned. That's how it should look. Like sew it through your sewing machine just really quick. Right there. And if you don't have the elastic for now and you're sewing, this is where you stop until you get the elastic. The next step will be putting the elastic So the same thing on the other side, you do the same exact thing, like center it the best that you can. Make sure that your fabric is flat. They should be even. If they were cut right, they should be even. There you go. And that's almost done. So for those who don't have the elastic yet, because we won't have our elastic, we should be receiving our elastic in the next 3 to 5 days. But if you don't have the elastic, we don't have the elastic right now, this is where you stop. The video will continue on to add the elastic. I'm using 5-inch, between 5 and 6-inch elastics, which it's easy to knot them if it's too long or whatever, but I'm using 5.5. So what you want to do is you want to put the elastic in the middle. Make sure that it doesn't you have a little protruding thing right there before you sew it. Make sure you hold it down in place when you sew it, and make sure as well to back up the stitch. There you go, and then go straight all the way. But before you get to the end, grab your second piece of elastic, do the same thing, put it in the very corner, make sure that it's long enough, and make sure to back up in that area as well where the elastic is. Back up, and then go on the next one. Just put the rest inside and make sure that you just have like a little tiny piece, tiny enough so that it will hold. And then make sure you back up, and then somewhere in the middle you need to do a backup stitch again, and then move it like 2 to 3 inches, like maybe 3 to 4 inches, and that opening there is your opening to turn the fabric. So then fix the other elastic, and then you can sew through, back up, and you're ready to turn your material inside out. Basically, we're almost done. You might just want to cut those threads. And there you go. With that opening, you turn your material inside out. It's really easy. You can pull, you can tug on the elastics to straighten them out. There you go. That's your mask. And then you will see the little pocket, the little opening. You can leave the opening on one side. There's an opening on one side. You can leave that for the filters. We're probably not gonna provide the filters, but we can leave them open. But if you want to close it, depends on your preference. If you want to close it, just go make another straight line all the way, and in this part you don't even need to back up the stitch. Like, trim your threads, and your mask is and you have a brand new homemade, handmade mask. While I'm trying on my reusable, reversible, and washable mask, I'd like to thank you for watching and your interest in helping make the masks to be donated to the local community. In behalf of the Temecula Women's Business Connection, we have donated fabrics and are accepting fabric donations. We could also use your help in cutting, sewing, or both. Please feel free to reach out with any questions regarding the tutorial or on how you can help. Thank you.